Welcome back to our channel. Imagine someone trying to manipulate you every day in the most ordinary conversations. It could be your colleague, your friend, or even your loved one. Sounds unsettling, doesn't it? Today, we're going to uncover all the secrets of manipulation in communication and learn how to recognize them in just a few minutes. Stay tuned until the end, so you don't miss any important information. Have you ever wondered why you sometimes do things you don't actually want to do? Or why you feel guilty, even though you've done nothing wrong? The answers to these questions lie in the manipulations that surround us everywhere. And today, I'm going to show you how to spot these tricks and protect yourself from them. Don't switch off. In this video, we will not only reveal the secrets of manipulators, but also learn how to protect your personal boundaries. You will learn how to stay strong and confident, even when someone tries to manipulate you. Stay until the end. Ready for this journey? Then let's get started. Manipulation in communication is the hidden influence on a person with the goal of changing their behavior, thoughts, or feelings in a way that benefits the manipulator. Manipulators can use various methods such as lies, emotional manipulation, pressure, and even flattering words to achieve their goal. Let's start with an example. Imagine your colleague constantly asks you to stay late to help with their project. They say they can't manage without your help, and naturally, you feel obligated to assist. In this case, the colleague is using manipulation to get you to do something that benefits them. The first step in protecting yourself from manipulation is recognizing it. One of the most common forms of manipulation is the use of guilt. The manipulator might say something like, "If you love me, you'll do this for me." At that moment, you begin to feel guilty and agree to do what they're asking. In such situations, it's important to remember that your feelings and desires are just as important. If you don't want to do something, you have every right to say no. Respond to the manipulator. "I understand this is important to you, but I can't do this right now." This helps set personal boundaries and shows that you value yourself and your time. Another common method of manipulation is pressure. Imagine your boss telling you, "If you don't finish this work by the end of the day, we might lose an important client, and it will be your fault." Here, fear is used to make you work harder and faster. In such situations, it's important to stay calm and not panic. Ask yourself, is this really that urgent? Or is my boss just using pressure to get more out of me? Try to assess the situation objectively and don't let fear guide you. Manipulators often play with your emotions. They can be very convincing and use your weaknesses against you. For example, if you tend to be compassionate, the manipulator might constantly tell you about their problems to evoke sympathy and get you to do what they want. To protect yourself from such manipulations, it's important to learn how to control your emotions. Recognize that your feelings are your responsibility, and don't let others use them against you. Set clear boundaries and stick to them. Another example of manipulation is compliments. This may sound strange, but manipulators can use praise to make you feel obligated. For instance, "You're always such a good friend. I'm sure you won't refuse me this favor." In such a situation, it's important to understand that while compliments are nice, they shouldn't be the basis for obligations. You can thank them for the compliment, but that doesn't mean you have to fulfill every request. So, how can you effectively protect yourself from manipulation? First, develop critical thinking. Learn to ask questions and analyze the situation before reacting. Ask yourself, why does this person want me to do this? What's in it for me? How will it affect me? Second, strengthen your self-confidence. People with low self-esteem are more susceptible to manipulation because they find it hard to say no and defend their interests. Work on your self-esteem, take personal development courses, and surround yourself with supportive people. Third, learn to say no. This can be difficult, especially if you're used to being helpful and assisting others. But remember, you have the right to refuse things that don't suit you. Say no, firmly, but politely. Don't justify or apologize. Fourth, set your personal boundaries and stick to them. This means clearly defining what is acceptable to you and what is not. And if someone tries to cross those boundaries, stand firm. For example, if someone tries to get you to work outside of business hours, calmly say that you have your own plans and cannot do it. Fifth, develop emotional resilience. Manipulators often play with emotions, so it's important to stay calm in stressful situations. Practice meditation, exercise, and find ways to relax and restore your inner balance. And finally, remember, you don't owe anyone an explanation. If someone tries to manipulate you, you can simply say no without giving reasons. Your time and resources are your own business, and you have every right to manage them as you see fit. Real-life examples help better understand how manipulation works and how to resist it. Imagine your friend constantly asks you for money and never pays it back. They might say, "You're my best friend. You have to help me." In such a situation, it's important to set a boundary and say, "I can't lend you money because you never pay it back." Or another example, because your partner constantly criticizes you and says you can't manage without them. This is a typical example of manipulation through belittling. It's important to recognize that these words are just a means of control. Respond, "I don't agree with what you're saying. I am perfectly capable of managing on my own." By developing skills to recognize and fend off manipulation, you can not only protect yourself, but also improve the quality of your life. You will become more confident, calmer, and happier because you control your life and aren't influenced by others. Each of us encounters manipulation, and it's important to learn to recognize it and defend ourselves. Remember, you are not obligated to give in to others' pressure or do things you don't like. You have the right to live your life on your own terms. In conclusion, I want to emphasize that manipulation is a powerful tool that can negatively impact our lives. But if you know how to recognize it and protect yourself from it, you can remain strong and independent. Remember, you are the master of your life, and only you decide what is acceptable for you and what isn't. Thank you for watching until the end. Now you're armed with knowledge and ready to defend yourself against manipulation and communication. Share this video with friends and family so they too can protect themselves from manipulators. If you liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We regularly publish new content on psychology, philosophy, and personal development. Click the bell to make sure you don't miss any of our updates. Feel free to share your own stories about manipulation in the comments and how you dealt with it. Your experiences could be helpful to other viewers. Thank you for your attention and support. Together, we'll become stronger and wiser. See you next time on our channel.